the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready? I'm ready. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Right, set
33. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
By the wide receiver.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Saints.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Breeze.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 33 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it out, read. Bang, bang.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Saints 7, Panthers 0.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Lucky. Hey, switch.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater looking long for Thomas, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Kamara on the carry.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
On the handoff.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
To Deontay Harris.
From 10 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Breeze going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he locates Walker, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Running with Kamara. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout as he'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. He's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. He'll air it out deep for Thomas, and that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just
by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. His throw incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second down at the 11-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hey, check 24.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, Geis, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Saints 14, Panthers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Complete.
A good pickup there. 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 45-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle by Brian.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
The play is a turnover on down.
Check, 47. Let's get wild, man. Check 9. Tighten up. Both sevens the mic. Both sevens the mic. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Gardner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Saints 14, Panthers 7.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Saints on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
Mike's 47.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Check 26, check 26. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Flush to his right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's going to look deep for more.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
95-56, 95-56.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Short on the stop.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Kamara, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Able to find his running back, Geis. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
47's the mark, boy. 47. 47.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Shift. Find out.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5.
Anderson.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And it's up and good.
The score, Saints 17, Panthers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle by
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
At the 24-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 24, Breeze. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
With the handoff to
it's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
TJ Green on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Switch. Okay. Mike's 47. Watch the screen. Pass. Check. Crunch.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Back to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Focusing on me, wasn't Barbados with the hustle, pockets and Laris. It's nature's destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that.
56.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
56. Mike, 56. Right there. Okay.
Stay with your man.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this is no good. He missed the field goal try, and they are out here in the wild card round. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.